Hey there YouTube, this is Zokuswa here, just bringing you a new deck update on the deck that I'm currently running that I really like. I guess if you really want to define it, you can just say it's a quick draw plant variant with a crazy side deck. But yeah, right now it's a quick draw plant variant, but the side deck is what the deck should have been in the first place, which is a dragon deck. So I'll show you my main deck and I'll show you my side deck, which will completely change to a pure dragon deck. So it'll be really interesting when you face your opponents and they think they're facing a quick draw deck. They cite in all the hate for your quick draw, for your plants and all that stuff, and all they see out of nowhere is just beat down dragons. It's like they'll be so confused. And usually nobody has any side deck against dragons, so it's pretty good for me too. So let's just get started. One Titanium. I'm not going to go into much into the card if you already should know what it is. Two Gravity Rose. This card's awesome during your standby phase. Just done for level 3 or lower plant type monster from your deck to your graveyard. So that's a Spore or Dandelion, so that's awesome. Two Moonfires, card's broke. Two Dandelions, and one Spore. That's the plant side of the deck. So let's go to the quick draw. It's two quick draws, one Junk Synchron, two Explorers, two Debris Dragons, one Hamster, two Rykos, one Card Trooper. Instead of running a third Ryko, I ran a Card Trooper, and I actually like this trick a lot better. So, Sangan searches out almost the whole deck. Prime Material, because I don't run Starlight Road or my Body as a Shield, so this works just as good. I'd rather have a 24 beater than a spell or trap card in my zone, you know? And of course, Light and Darkness Dragon, because it just wrecks everything. So that's it for the monster lineup. Let's go to the spells. Spells is one Mark of the Rose. You can use two if you want, depending on your preference and how you play. But one Mark of the Rose for me. One Pot of Hitler. Kind of Varus, but looks like a little Hitler with a little mustache there. But anyway, one Pot of Varus or Hitler, whatever. Full Wave. Turnane. One MSP. I don't run two. Two is just ridiculous. Dark Hole. Monster Reborn. One DDR. One Dragon's Mirror. You're gonna see why I run it in effect. And one Gold Sark. So that's it for the spell lineup. For the tracks is one Judgment, two Divine Warnings, Solemn Warnings, but they're Divine Warnings, what they should have been called. But anyway, two Dark Rides, one Trap Gun, one Phoenix Point Glass. I chose this over what's that card? Over Compulse, just because it's gonna be a dead draw for them most of the time anyway. So if they pick up the same card, not having a different strategy or way out for the next card that I just brought, then they're pretty much screwed. One Call, because Call and Reborn together are just too broke. And two Deep Prisons. I might change this for two Purple Moons, I'm not sure. The deck is still in progress, to be honest. I'm waiting till Star Strike Blast in order to finish the deck completely. So that's the main deck. And before I show you the extra deck, I gotta show you my side deck. And before I even show you that, to be honest, I gotta show you what cards in order to take out from here for the main deck in order to transform it to the dragon deck. So for spells, you want to take out Pot of Avarice and Mark of the Rose. You don't need them, of course. You could use Mark of the Rose if you want to, but I'm taking out Pot of Avarice and Mark of the Rose. The trap lineup stays the same. I think the trap lineup is just pretty much perfect. So that stays exactly how it is. And for monsters, you want to take out one Spore. You want to take out two Moonfires, two Gravity Rose, a Titanium, one Ryko, one Hamster, one Debris Dragon, two Explorers, and two Quick Draws. So what you're left for monsters are two Dandelions, Lad, Prime Material, Sangan, Card Trooper, Ryko, Debris Dragon, and Junk Synchron. So that's what you should have left. And it'll be exactly 15 cards. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yep, so that's exactly 15 cards out of your main deck to make it to the new deck, to what it should have been in the first place, a dragon deck. So let's start with the side deck. To side deck in is the 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. If you're not playing 3 when you're making a dragon deck, then you're playing dragons wrong. And I'm going to keep saying that for I see anybody only running 1 or 2, so you run 3 of those. I did have a Tyrant Dragon, but I replaced it for another White Knight Dragon. The card is just too good and broke not to run at 2. Can't be targeted by spell or trap cards, so Compulse, Phoenix Wind Blast, Book of Moon, Enemy Controller does not work on it, and so on and so on. And if you're, let's say they're gonna attack Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. So if you have a spell or trap card, let's say you have Gold Sark just randomly there, you can remove Gold Sark, a spell or trap you control, in order to designate the attack to it. So if they're beating it with a 29 beater, going over Red Eyes, take that card and they go over, and they try and hit White Knight instead, and they just kill themselves. So it's a great card for defense and just obviously just hone and beat down. So yeah, 3 Red Eyes, 2 White Knights. Let's keep going here. Add another Prime Material Dragon just because the card's too good. 1 Genesis Dragon. For people that don't know what Genesis Dragon does, it's once per turn you can take a Dragon type monster from your hand and swap it for a Dragon type monster in your graveyard to your hands. So this is a good way to recycle Lad and do the Lad loop and stuff like that, or just any key cards that you really need. And when it gets sent from the field to the graveyard, you can return all Dragon type monsters in your graveyard to the deck. So it's a really good card, and you'll never deck out so long as you have this card. 1 Drago, just because it's awesome. I would run 2, but 1 is good enough for right now. Light and Dark monsters can't be special summoned. 2 Wyverns, just because it's a staple in a dragon deck if you're running Red Eye. So 2 or 3, I ran 2. 2 is just fine. 1 Dread Dragon. I'm thinking about changing it for Mass Dragon, but I'm not sure Dread Dragon's good enough for me right now. What I think sometimes is the MVP of the deck is Troop Dragon, actually. Troop Dragon is just awesome. It's so versatile in my deck. If I ever need like a Dragon type monster, I'm going to special summon Red Eyes, and I don't have my Dragon type monster, and let's say I put a Dragon Synchron, I just summon it, special summon that, remove it, special summon, and bring out like a White Knight. Like the card for me is just devastating. So yeah, and last but not least, with the Dragon deck without Future Fusion. Yeah, card's just too good. Future Fusion, Tornade, Future Fusion again, get all the cards you need into the graveyard. So that's it for the deck and side deck. I hope you liked it and see how different it is. It's funny to see your opponent citing all the hate for the plant variant side. And when they see all these dragons come out of nowhere, they'll be so confused, and it's just awesome for me. It's like, for me, I'm more comfortable switching over to the dragon side because it's what I had first, but then I realized I'm having trouble with my side deck. So instead of me adjusting to their play style, their deck, I want them to completely try to change their play style and their ways of playing to my deck. I shouldn't have to change my deck in order to alter their style. So, and that's what I just believe. So yeah. So let's go into the extra deck, which I'm actually having really hard trouble doing because the extra deck gotta be for 2 decks really. So I got 2 decks. I got the Quickdraw plant variant side and the dragon side. So I gotta see about that. So let's get this started real quick. So 1 Catastor, 1 Iron Chain, 1 Brionic. Might change it for another Drill Word because I don't use Brionic that often to be honest. So 1 Drill Warrior, good card. So broke. Archer, Nitro Warrior, 2 Black Rose, 1 Explorer Dragon Wing, and you can actually make it with the quick draw side of it too. It's 4 in Prime Material, so that's good. 1 Stardust, 1 Junk Destroyer. I might put another one in here somehow. I gotta figure it out. I'm still debating what I need for the side extra deck. One Thought Ruler, just because he's going to protect himself. Cards that I don't have to really protect are awesome for me. So one Trident Dragon, I can actually sync for this card in the plant side of it too with Debris Dragon and Plant Prime Material. Just OTK with it. If you don't know what this card does when it's synchro summon, you can destroy 2 cards you control to gain an additional attack. So if you get a direct attack and attack 3 times for 3k, because that's what the attack is. I don't know if you can see it there, right? Nowhere. You can't see it. Anyway, yeah, so you can OTK with that card alone. And I want 2 5 gods, but I'm only going to run 1 right now. So 1 5 god and 1 Drago Equates. So you can actually make it in either deck, so this card's really good, I think. It's really easy, and it's a nice 32 beater. Gets easily over Gothams and everything. And 5 god. So that's the deck right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, the deck is very different and interesting, and it's not complete until Star Strike Glass comes out. And then I'll just make it into a Quickdraw Dragon variant, actually. And take out all the plant side of it and some other cards and make it a Dragon variant side Quickdraw deck. So that'll be very interesting. And of course, I'm gonna make it a pure Dragon deck as soon as I get hands on Dragunity monsters. So when the Dragunity monster comes out, this deck will be complete. But for right now, this is fun, different, and I'd just like to see what the fuck face of my opponents. So hope you guys enjoy that. Peace.